Foxborough 2024, my dudes. Still got the AC setup rocking here for his final 5 Supercross races. Big Daddy finish line. Okay, so we're going to be checking this track out on MX vs. ATV Legends. Oh, if Spency Boy dies on one of these big-ass jumps, I'm a legend. I am the one. Okay, we got us some Big Daddy Whoop Daddies. Oh, Spency Boy going to die in the whoops. We're not going to die on the jumps, boys. We're going to die in the whoops. Look at this shit. What is that? 4 ruts coming out of a corner? RF, MX Simulator. What are you doing? Okay. Let's see here. Got a little wall jump. Oh, jumping to the moon. Spency Boy going. We are on the afternoon time of day on this track as well. Got a little sand section. Got the little shaded shit like I'm watching the eclipse right now. Holy. Okay. Tabletop. Jack this whole rhythm up completely. Alright. I think it's kind of fun coming in here doing these little track review videos. Whoa, that turn's kind of weird right there. It's kind of fun being my first laps on the track versus it like I'm just absolutely mobbing around the track instantly like I've rode 420 laps on it. Like there's something kind of fun about doing a track review when you don't know the track at all. Because you kind of learn it as you're going and then you talk about sections as you're going instead of it just being like you got the track lasered down like the back of your hand, you know what I mean? Something kind of cool about that. That berm kind of sweeps out there a little bit. These whoops ain't playing around. Damn, dog. Them whoops are not playing around. They're like really close together but kind of sharp feeling. Like super sharp feeling. Gotta go on off that tabletop. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh. Alright. Did they add a bunch more whoops on this Foxborough track? I'm kind of thinking they might have here. I don't know if they're getting out of that 9 whoop bullshit rule or what the hell they're doing, but obviously you can jump up over that. That's a potential quad right there. Okay, this section was kind of tricky. Triple, might be able to quad in there, I don't know. But yeah, similar style to the other 24 tracks. Obviously, absolute Mac Daddy finish line jump, which is sick, but the rhythm jumps aren't too crazy big. The Supercross triple's pretty peaked out, but I mean, it's like still really hittable, you know? It's not just like crazy massive. Super peaked out finish line in triple, but not, you know, not like stupendous Spencer Turley Lunar Oasis, you know, not anything too crazy like that. A little shout out to the old school fans there, but okay. Whoa. All right. Bounce off of that shit, boy. All right. Got a little switchback section, then to the sand. There is an inside rut here. The line has to be doubling in there, right? I think you double in there and then you quad, like land right here, and then that would be, what is that, like triple double, or you could come off the table. This right here, can you go inside triple? Bro, that corner right there is kind of crazy. That like kind of almost feels like you're not lined up with the rhythm when you come out of the corner right there. That is interesting. Whoa, Spency Boy. Kind of weird how you can barely land to the side on the bike sometimes and you just get that weird ass crashing animation like instantly. But Stadium looks really cool. I like the being able to check these tracks out in the afternoon time of day effect. I think it gives you a whole nother vibe on the track. Bro, these whoops, these are like surprisingly difficult. Like they're not really big looking, but they got something going on. The track feels super hard packed, first of all. That's the first thing I'm noticing, like, and that also always makes whoops more difficult in these games when they feel really hard packed like that. It feels like you're really impacting on the whoops, you know what I mean? There's that jump. Then what is it? Could quad there or just go like, or you double into the corner maybe? This right here, you go triple and probably quad that. I don't know. That's looking more like maybe a quad in, triple out or something. But overall, pretty cool little track right here. It's got some like more tamed down sections to it, but also some more really peaked out, difficult jumps, you know. Definitely fits in with the other tracks of the year, though, which is cool. There we go. Now we got a little run through it. There we go. Go like super. You always go super inside there, not even go on off the tabletop. Inside, inside. Inside, outside, outside, inside. Ricky Carmichael. All right. But overall, yeah, not a bad track, that's for sure. Yeah, like you can jump up over that pretty easy, but then you'd have to like triple here, which is kind of slow. Gotta be able to quad in there. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to hit it wide and sweep it further wide there. But the stadium is all inspiring. It's definitely got that big kind of feel to it. You know, real super crossy. Got some pre-made, but they didn't go crazy with it. I really like the pre-made vibe that they got, you know. Some corners don't have any pre-made ruts. Some corners have 6 or 9 pre-made ruts. Some corners have 1 pre-made rut. You know, you can see the variation there. That's what I like the most about any kind of Supercross tracks in any of these moto games, is just keep the variation in it. Don't make every track with the exact same level of pre-made ruts or the exact same level of character, or you could always go on that tabletop and probably hit a pretty big line there. Let's see right here. What is this? Like a fucking... Dude, there's the quad in. There it is, Galaxy Boy. Now you're getting it. Now you're T-sipping it and ripping it. Really fun whip jumps like on the finish lines. So interesting how MX vs. ATV decided to go down more of that route. I really was not expecting that, but that is a pleasant surprise. If I can say any one thing that is good about these 24 Monster Energy Supercross DLC tracks, it is the peakness to the jumps and the overall difficulty and scaling and skill gap. It has all of that kind of shit, you know. Some of the main things that I'm always talking about in my track reviews of any kind of tracks in these moto games, you know, it's always about, it's got to have that pro level Supercross peakness to it. You could probably come off that tabletop quad into the corner. That might actually be the quickest there. Good luck, though. It's kind of tricky. Cool little, like, water areas right there on the track. Man, that just seems hard to hit the triple quad there. It almost seems easier to quad in. I keep trying to do it, but I got to hit the corner wider. That is badass, though. Those little, like, slight little hints of, like, the track's been watered or something, like you're on a practice session. There's, like, a little bit of hint of that. You can see it, like, in between the jump faces. That's a really cool little visual touch to it. Spency boy, like that a lot, bro. Might need to soften up my suspension a little bit for those whoops. They're just so, like, abrupt. They're so, like, abrasive. They're not, like, super big, but they're just, you know, really got that peak feeling to them. And super hard packed feeling, you know, at the same time. Okay, so we go here. You could always go, like I'm saying, on the tabletop, off here, and then quad into the corner, like, would be like that. Just don't rack your sack, you know what I mean? Then you'd quad in here like that. Jeez, that's kind of tough to, like, string together those two big rhythms right there. This track definitely got the technicality to it, for sure. It's not like just super easily, blindly hit the biggest rhythms on the track, you know. It kind of takes you a minute to figure out what you're doing. I'm not even sure what the fastest lines would be over there, but if I spent more time on the track, I'd have it dialed in, right? But that's not really what these track reviews are all about. Whoa, Spency boy. We just like to get in here and goof off a little bit, check the tracks out, you know what I'm saying? So, really cool corner right here that they decided to put all these ruts in. And you see how, like, right here, you see how on this jump going up this tabletop to the left, it's like smoothed off a little bit. So you can go up the inside and not even hit the tabletop. This is where RF has got their shit fucked up. Because if this would have been an RF track, they would have made this jump face right here the exact same height all the way from the left to the right. So you're kind of forced to go on and off the tabletop, right? But you can do these little character things on the track to create more line options. That's where MX Simulator RF modern day tracks really don't have it like they should. It's like little character touches like that that give you more line options. That's what I've been the most impressed about with these Legends Monster Energy Supercross DLC tracks. They really could tell they took the time to figure that out and figure out where to put those little character areas to open up the door for more line options and give you more ability to hit different rhythms and do different things on the track. So important to have that on a Supercross track. Otherwise, it just starts to get that feeling like you're just forced to hit everything one kind of way. And then, of course, you guys think that you need the erode system on MX Simulator when a track is built like that. Of course, you think you have to have that at that point. Or you think you have to have a lot of erode on the track to give you more line options. Well, yeah, you fucking doofus. When you don't have any pre-made and you don't have any character on the track, of course you need that. Of course you need a lot of erode on a track that has absolutely no character and no pre-made ruts. Yeah, duh. But if you have character and you have a lot of pre-made, you don't necessarily have to have a crazy amount of terrain deformation. That's how it works. All right? But like this track right here, I'm running it with no deformation, and it's still, you can still feel the line options. You can still feel the variation around the track, you know?